cutting my guy Connor to start this cut off. Come in no guard. Get my guideline in there. Something where I could blend it down to the skin and it not look too compressed. Real simple, just moving lever by lever all the way down. Using my corners there. My middle finger, you can see there, is stretching out the skin, allowing me to knock those areas and making sure, just for my sake, I'm paying attention to where I am in my cut and seeing each hair that I need to get as I brush down. Hitting that spot again. Sometimes you gotta pass over more than once, but that's just, the name of the game, especially when you're cutting hair. You're not always gonna get every piece of hair in one swoop. So this is the other side, same thing again, just getting in my guideline, using the corners, flicking the wrist. You see me locked in a little bit. Not a little bit, but obviously, you can see me halfway in the camera view. Now we got the one guard here. I wasn't trying to go in too high, but I just wanted to flick at the hairs enough so I could see what I was doing. As I continue with the one guard, I brush down, still making sure everything is even, and that's my one. Flicking with the wrist, using the corner a little bit, trying to scoop, not go too high. And it's always good to be cautious, especially when you are new. First year license, been cutting for a few months, working in a shop this past couple months. I've been picking up the tricks and growing, I feel, and just getting better each cut and seeing different things I could do, seeing how I can grow. Right here I'm setting in the neck guideline. The trimmers are smooth. I like them. They're not too harsh. And I call them the soft hitters. Got the soft hitters, and it's always good to keep the heavy hitters with you too. My guy had him laughing. I'm a funny guy. In a good way, but no guard here with the walls. Setting in that guideline. He has colic in the back of his neck too. Colics always present, a type of challenge, but it's really about fine tuning and taking your time when you're cutting hair, taking your time with your blend. And out here, you just see me trying to use my corners, not go any higher than what I already set and established as my guideline. Tilting the head down, got that Michael Jordan grip as shop owner comes over. This is us too, and here, handling business, getting it done. He has a lot of years of experience, so whenever he comes over, sometimes he might talk to me, say something, or say, yo, here's a tip or trick I picked up in my career a little along the lines later. And, you can use it. Had to rotate his neck so you can see a little bit better from this angle. Hitting it with the one guard. And you see I'm just laying my guideline, going over it, making sure it's the length I need it to be. So at that moment, I can use the full blade. I ain't worried about the corners. And now you see me using my corners in tight areas or parts of the hair that I don't want to risk going too high. Then I'll open up the one a little bit. Full lever open. And I'm just trying to get him to lower his neck. Don't mean to push his neck like that. But sometimes the mannerisms of what we do as a barber, when you're a barber, you understand it, so. There's ways for you to angle and get your clippers in more. You see me just trying to lightly get at it. Don't really need too much. It's just me being nitpicky at that point, or nitpicky, I should say. And going over multiple passes. This is more towards the bottom of the blend. And, once I establish that, I feel like that's good enough. I'm good to go. And here you see me, I already got my blend done. Coming in with the shears, just connecting across, eliminating that weight in the back so it flows smooth together. Just putting the pieces together to the haircut. Boom, you see me not trying to go past those two knuckles. Those are basic fundamentals, and the fundamentals are key, man. Fundamentals are key. You master the fundamentals, you could be great, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm on my way to do that. I'm on my way to become one of those barber greats, you know what I mean? So if I'm learning fundamentals, who are you not to learn? You know, you gotta be humble in that approach of being a student of the game, and also knowing your abilities and having confidence to be like, yo, I'm like that. Brushing the hair down, going around the ear. Sometimes you go around the ear, there's little stragglers and odd hair that I left behind, so just cleaning that up right here. See me, detail focused. Cleaning around the ear here. We basically done. Doing the other side, cleaning it up around it. These are hitters right here. I don't have to dig in. I just let it do its work. You know, especially when it comes to like lighter skin. When you dig in or pressing, look like they lost a sword fight, you feel me? But that skin gets red easily, and it's uncomfortable, you know, when you have sharp tools and you press hard. You know, you just lightly tap or just use the teeth of the blade. Let the tool do the work, you know. And I learned that along the time of this trade. I learned that, excuse me, along the time of this trade that the tool will do the job. Just have confidence and trust in it. And not to be OD with my touch. I've been known to be called heavy-handed. And that's just, you know, transparency within my barbering journey. You know, as I spin them around, essentially do the same thing on the next side with the razor, just sharpening up the lines I already put in, making sure it pops out extra crispy, you feel me? Razor's your best friend. All your tools in barbering are your best friends. It's just knowing how to use them, when to use them, what they're gonna do, how it's beneficial in the job that you're doing. So once you understand that, you just build up off that, and you have your own style and the way you do things, and you add in other types of methods and tricks. Essentially, whatever haircut you're looking to get has the same fundamentals. If it's a bald fade, a bald taper, you know, you have your 000, really bald, 00, next level of bald, and then your 0. So it be your razor, trimmer, foil shaver. Not that order, but the level of bald you get. So you set that bald line with the trimmer, come in, foil shaver, or you can use a razor, come in with the trimmer, knock out any faint lines with the foil shaver. But this is just me using my razor. Not able to see much in this angle, but yeah, it's pretty much the end of the video. Made sure I tightened up and got my guy right. Sharp razors, sharp trimmers, get the job done. With just sharp tools, give you sharp lines. As my mentor would say. Yeah, man. Take a look in the mirror. Job done. Billie Jean Blends.